The woman was convinced. She saw that the tree was beautiful and its fruit looked delicious. And she wanted the wisdom it would give her, so she took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it too. At that moment, their eyes were opened, and they suddenly felt shame at their nakedness. So they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. They sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. Your King James Version reads that they had sewed fig leaves together for the sake of making an apron. They sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. Don't look now, your behind is showing. I want to begin, first of all, by somewhat defining, ladies and gentlemen, this word apron. It seems to be the operative word in our text in Genesis chapter 3, verse number 7 specifically. In Genesis 3 and 7, it talks about how they sewed together an apron. You all know what aprons are, don't you? We don't use many of them today, but when I was coming up watching Grandmama in the kitchen, Grandmama would put on an apron to protect at least her outer garment. The issue with an apron is that an apron only, however, hid what you could see, but it did not hide what you can't see. Y'all don't make my job hard for me this moment. Aprons only hide the flesh that is visible to you, but it does not hide, however, the flesh that is not visible to you. Don't look now, you're behind. Y'all see what I'm saying? They sewed an apron together, and it only hid what was visible. And for many of us, that's what we do when we come to church. We only put on mascara and hats and suits and drive Cadillacs and put on Stacey Adams for the sake of hiding the flesh that we can see. That's why we suck on all those peppermints and chew all of that big red chewing gum. Help me if you can here. Because we try to hide what we can see. But there's a problem, because whether you believe it or not, there's some stuff wrong with you that you can't see. Genesis chapter 19, read it in your leisure time. Genesis number 19 reads this way. Lord, David prays this prayer. Lord, cleanse thou me of my secret faults. Do you know that your mind is a marvelous monstrosity? It works even when you don't want it to work. And David says, there's some stuff, Lord, in me that is wrong with me, and I know it's wrong with me. But Lord, cleanse me of stuff that I don't know that I'm struggling with. There's some things wrong with all of us. I don't care how sharp you are this morning. Some stuff wrong with all of us. Doesn't make a difference how much obsession and how much CK1 and how much help somebody. Doesn't make a difference how much Donna Karen you put on. There's some stuff wrong with you that you can't cover up. And it's evident to everybody but you. Because what you're looking at is covered. But what the world sees behind you is filth. Something that they choose not to see. Am I making any sense? An apron, ladies and gentlemen, only covers the flesh that you can see, but it fails to hide the flesh that you can't see. Three things that I want to share with you all that I'm going to let you all go. Somebody said, hallelujah. I'm so glad. Let us go. Here it is. First thing, this is why our behind is showing. Number one, we entertain the wrong company. Look at the language of the text. Verse 1 of Genesis chapter 3. I know y'all ain't pulling y'all Bible on me. I ain't the best preacher in the world. I do all right every night and then, y'all. Get it, crack it back over. Genesis chapter 3, verse number 1 says, the serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals the Lord God had made. One day he asked the woman, did God really say you must not eat the fruit from any of the trees in the garden? Did God really say that y'all can't eat nothing? You mean tell me that he gonna have y'all here hungry and starving? Now here it is. She entertains the wrong company. That's why our behinds are showing, ladies and gentlemen, because we are entertaining the wrong people. Here it is. Did any of you all catch it? This is a snake. Yes. And the snake is talking. Y'all let go. We're talking. Y'all alone. A snake, y'all, is talking. And the snake say, Eve, what's going on today? Eve, you having a good day? Come on. Eve turned around and said, why and said, "What's going on?" She said, "Nothing, no. Everything cool. Have a good day, man. What's going on with you?" Y'all working with me. She doesn't see an issue with the snake talking. And she converses with company that she should not converse with. Because she does not regularly identify the problem. And that's how many of us are. I wonder how many snakes are you talking about? How many snakes are you living with? How many snakes are you working with that you don't see a problem? So you get involved with a snake. And your mama said he was a snake, but you said, "Mama, I love him though. You don't know it like I know it, Mama. Hey, don't you know that boy deals drugs?" But Mama, that's just to pay the bills. See, he got a plan. Y'all ain't got a plan. She got a plan. He was a snake. And it doesn't make a difference. And here's